Everyone knows that exercise dehydrates you. Everyone knows alcohol does not exactly hydrate you either. Those are the obvious ones, the ones people already account for. But there are 7 everyday habits that are quietly draining your fluid levels in the background habits. Most people never connect to how they feel, and they compound across the day in ways that explain a huge amount of the chronic fatigue, poor concentration, and slow recovery that gets blamed on everything except what is actually causing it. Let us go through all 7. Number 1 is tea and coffee. Caffeine inhibits a hormone called vasopressin, which is responsible for telling your kidneys to hold on to water. When you suppress vasopressin, your kidneys produce more urine. But the bigger issue with coffee specifically is magnesium. Coffee increases magnesium excretion through the kidneys. Magnesium is the mineral most critical to cellular hydration, and 2 or 3 coffees a day without replacing that magnesium creates a consistent daily deficit that compounds over weeks and months. Number 2 is something most people spend 8 or more hours in every single day: air-conditioned or centrally heated indoor environments. Both systems strip humidity from the air. Indoor relative humidity in an office, a car, or a heated home can drop to 30 to 40%, comparable to desert air. Breathing this dry air causes continuous fluid loss through respiration. Every breath you exhale carries water vapor that the dry incoming air does not replace. Over a full day, this is a meaningful fluid deficit that most people never account for at all. Number 3 is chronic stress. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, directly affects how your kidneys handle sodium. Elevated cortisol increases the activity of a hormone called aldosterone, which pushes the kidneys to excrete more sodium, and water follows sodium. So chronically elevated cortisol from work pressure, poor sleep, or overtraining creates a persistent low-level fluid drain. This is why people going through high stress periods often experience classic dehydration symptoms: headaches, poor concentration, fatigue, even when their water intake has not changed. Number 4 is high protein in your diet. Protein metabolism produces nitrogen-containing waste products that the kidneys have to filter out and excrete in urine. More protein means more nitrogen waste, means more water needed to clear it. People following high protein diets, eating more than about 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, have meaningfully higher fluid requirements than average. Most do not adjust their water intake to match. If you eat a lot of meat, eggs, or protein supplements and you feel consistently under-recovered, your hydration requirements are probably higher than you think. Number 5 is alcohol, which most people know is dehydrating but significantly underestimated. Alcohol suppresses vasopressin strongly. For roughly every unit of alcohol consumed, the body produces around 100 milliliters of additional urine. Even moderate, regular drinking creates a consistent deficit that accumulates across days and weeks. The headache the morning after drinking is largely a dehydration symptom, but the deficit builds well before that point. Number 6 is standard medications. Prescribed diuretics used for blood pressure and heart conditions directly increase fluid excretion and are the most significant category. But antihistamines, certain antidepressants, stimulant medications for ADHD, corticosteroids, and a range of blood pressure drugs can all have dehydrating effects. If you take regular medication and experience chronic mild dehydration symptoms despite drinking what feels like enough, it is worth checking whether your medication affects fluid balance and discussing this with your doctor. Number 7 is processed and high sodium food. This one works differently from the others. High levels of refined sodium in processed food raise the sodium concentration in your blood. Your body responds by drawing water out of cells into the bloodstream to dilute that sodium back to a safe level. This worsens cellular dehydration even if your urine looks pale and your total fluid intake looks fine. The issue is not salt itself. Small amounts of unrefined mineral-rich salt actually support cellular water transport. The issue is large doses of refined sodium from ultra-processed food without the mineral context or compensating water intake to manage it. The point of going through all 7 is not to make you anxious about everything you do. It is to show you why chronic mild dehydration is so common despite people feeling like they are drinking plenty of water. If you drink 2 or 3 coffees a day, work in air conditioning, eat a reasonable amount of protein, carry some stress, and eat a typical modern diet with processed food in it, which describes most people, you have 4 or 5 of these running simultaneously before you have even thought about your water intake. The solution is not to fix everything at once. It is to understand where the leaks are and start plugging the biggest ones first. Don't miss out on my latest updates and videos. Join my free health newsletter. Sign up at GretchenUE.com. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.